So I'm Josh Olson. We recently started attending Seneca Creek not too long ago, and I also recently started a position here as the facility manager for the church. This is my wife.
I'm Tara Olson, and we're here to talk about our upcoming trip to Nicaragua, partnering with Hope Project International. This is a mission trip where we will be building homes for people that don't really have any homes right now. And so we're inviting you to join the trip with us if you're interested.
So we first got involved with this mission organization at a previous church we were attending. I went on a missions trip with them, and Hope Project International. They go to a variety of countries around the world, but this trip that I joined went to Nicaragua, and I've gone back with them now a couple more times to Nicaragua. And this last time, because it's just been so powerful for me, I felt it important to bring along my wife and our two oldest sons.
I think the biggest thing is seeing God working through the hands and feet of the missionaries that lead Hope Project International, Dan and Megan, as well as the pastors that lead the churches in these communities. In the United States, it can feel really difficult to see God sometimes, and in the current climate of the United States, it doesn't always feel like He's present. But when we're there and we're working, we're not thinking about any of those things. We're just doing God's work. And these people have nothing, and they've been praying for homes for years. And this is a very tangible way to provide them with that. And so when you go on this trip, when you do this work, you will encounter God in ways you've never encountered before.
Yeah, I think another thing that keeps me engaged is I really appreciate there's an intentional design to the way these trips are organized and managed by Hope Project International. Dan and Megan have been doing this for many years now, and they've kind of got it down to a very good process. So basically, anybody can come. You have no experience, and they pull this group of people who are not necessarily construction workers together, and we're able to build 3 houses in 3 days. And that to me is amazing how they do that. But, I've seen people from like the age of, in their 80s, which they really don't want to do that again. But, we've had anybody from the age of 80 all the way down to the age of 10 that were able to come and participate. And I just think that, the intentionality behind the way they run the trip, it's amazing how they can bring so many varied, people from all types of walks of life together in order to achieve the objectives of the mission trip.
I think we just want to share our experience with members of Seneca Creek. We initially started this trip just as a friends and family trip with people we knew that wanted to go. And we felt really called to share this with the Seneca Creek community and to be able to invite others into this experience, to grow with members of our church, and to get to know people better and to share this experience that we loved having.
Yeah, and I think another thing that's really awesome this year is the Hope Project organization got a donation from another church in the United States where they have a bunch of homes where the materials are already purchased, right? They're already paid for by this other church. And so the Hope Project, kind of when we were talking to them about doing our family and friends trip, they mentioned we just need people to come build these things, right? So that's where we started to connect the dots of, we can bring a crew of people of just our family and friends, but we'd love to bring, another 1 or 2 crews here of church members that, people are available to join us. If anybody's interested from what you've heard in joining us on going down to Nicaragua with Hope Project International, we're going to be having some informational meetings coming up. And Tara, do you have the dates and the times for those?
Yeah, so we have 2 informational meetings, one on Friday, February 13th at 6 p.m., and the second one on February 15th, right after the second service.